Up, everybody? We got a different type of video today. A subscriber sent over one of his games for analysis, so I analyzed it. I was actually, very happy to do it. Thank you very much to QuiverChess. I asked him if he wanted like a shout out or anything, like to his socials. He didn't say anything. I mean, he responded. He just said he didn't care for a shout out. So, noble guy. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this. I sent him a private video of the analysis, a little bit deeper, but I figured I should throw it out here. There's probably some good principles that could possibly be learned, and he said he was okay with it. So yeah, here we are. By no means am I an expert or a chess coach. On a video that I did recently that kind of blew up, people said I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm a fraud. And I didn't claim to be good. So yeah, take this all with a grain of salt. But anyways, here we are. So we got first moves. Also, you can see Quiver's clearly a grandmaster, so like there's nothing I can teach him. We start off with these opening moves. I don't really know the opening that Quiver plays, so I really can't speak too much on it. This was the first mistake. These are my annotations. I'm actually not using the engine too much. I say this is a mistake. It's really not. It's already equal, so you're fine really. But I mentioned this as a mistake just because you won't want to really block the C pawn. And like most openings, this pawn either goes to C6 or to C5. And you just kind of remove that option. And plus you don't really have prospects for this knight unless you're going to play for quick E5. But I don't think that's what my opponent, or not my opponent, Quiver was going to go for. So, I just thought, if you don't have really an opening move, just kind of play like the reverse London system, honestly. Good things happen. So opponent develops. He does a quick E5, so this is the correct continuation with this move, so really can't say too much, honestly. They defend. As you can see from the eval bar, already got the advantage, but they have to play H5 or a couple other moves. This is a good move. Keeps the advantage. Not technically the best, but I mean, this is great. Really no complaints at all. He's developing, castling, doing everything right. So this was a move. There's a better move according to the engine, but by all means, is this a good move? Putting a pin. They take, which was a big mistake. A big, big mistake. But however, Quiver takes back with the bishop. I don't know if y'all saw. Lights just went out for a second. That's weird. This is a big, big mistake. Because I think it would have been better to take with the knight and apply pressure to the pin piece or PP on the PP. That is the thing. But now, the only way to defend this knight, if other pieces were attacked, were like to play a move like this, something like that. It's something really, really passive. So now this knight really can't move. It would have been a really bad position, and the engine agrees it's minus 1.5. However, taking with the bishop, it's not bad. It's minus 0.7, I think, but there's just better options, if that makes sense. Goes here, goes back, keeps the bishop. Loves to see it. No need to trade a bishop for a knight for no reason. Opponent goes there, and then this is the first blunder of the game. This actually gives white a good advantage, now 1.3. And I was a little confused because this is just like a clean hanging of a pawn. Because this piece is being attacked twice by pawns or being defended twice, the square. So yeah, opponent takes, and then Quiver sacrifices his bishop. And after messaging Quiver, he actually had a good idea, honestly. He thought the king was pretty open, that he has an attack. He has a lead in development. So, I mean, he has the right principles for a sacrifice. It's just still a little premature because he has pieces that can somewhat defend, and the king can easily castle. So it just didn't work out. He takes, which also another mistake because trades really benefit the side that's up material. Eventually, you're just kind of gonna run out of pieces to trade, if that makes sense. So yeah, we get here. This is seen as a big mistake. Giving this check apparently was not the best move. Looking at the engine right now, I did this a while ago. Yeah, moving a rook over to give this check, and I don't know, after some type of deflection, it just would have been really chaotic. Hello, Chai. So yeah, defends with the bishop. This is a good move, putting the rook on an active square. This is a mistake. After rook d3, the advantage is just about even. Can't take here because, you know, queen's defending. And there would have been continuation. We go here. So this is a blunder. And this will be a recurring theme actually in this game of skewers. Excuse me. Skewers. So right now the queen is on an undefended position. It looks like it's attacking here, which, you know, can be doubled up. Queen is pinned even though it's defended. But you should always look for checks, captures, and attacks. I think that was from Gotham. So yeah, queen is on an undependent square. These queens can see each other if this rook were to have moved. So a really, really, really good move would have been to take the bishop with check. It would have been forced to recapture, and you're here. And now you have a minus 0.5 advantage. However, Quiver doesn't spot this in defense, giving up the advantage entirely. In fact, it's kind of bad for Quiver because they're in the skewer themselves. Queen and the knight, you know, look at each other. So, keeping that in mind, opponent doesn't find a good move of revealing the check. So we go here, boom, still within this pin or skewer, not great at all. So Quiver's, you know, putting himself in a position where bad things can happen. Opponent finds a move. It's not the best, but it's a decent move, honestly. This reveals an attack on the queen. It's a double attack on the queen, actually. Quiver does a good job moving out the way. They go back, which was an interesting move. I mean, it's not bad. The advantage is still 3.8, 3.7, but my cat's going crazy. We go here. I deem this a mistake because you're just repinning yourself. There's nothing really happening on this file. You already have good control with your rooks. There's no need to put yourself in a pin. They take free pawn, honestly, understand. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe you can reveal an attack on a queen. I was thinking of something like this. Boom. I don't know, going down this rabbit hole. It doesn't really look good, but I don't know. Find a way to maybe move this bishop. Maybe like a double attack. I don't know. Something like that. Just make the game a little bit more interesting. You're already in a losing position. Gotta, you know, complicate the game a little bit. Instead, he goes here, which is actually one of the better moves. This was a better move than I found. I analyzed without an engine. Analyzing without an engine helps you think better. I've learned from talking to people. So, boom. Opponent finds the best move. Opponent goes here, which I can't be mad at. The engine doesn't like it. The engine actually says you should sacrifice, I think, the rook and just go crazy over here. A practical move was made. Not mad at all. It's a bad position already. And then this is a blunder. Straight up blunder. So Quiver does a really good job finding it. Boom, boom, boom. Taking with the rook. You know, don't want to trade queens yet. Understandable. Boom. We got a doubling up for an attack on the queen. Possibly getting ready to double up. Quiver does a great job blocking with the rook, defended by this double stack. So it's not hanging anything. Quiver gives this check, which goes back to here. And then they blunder the game right here. They play this pawn move, not really acknowledging the attack that black has on their rook. Right here, boom, boom, boom. Take, goes back. Smart move not to take. It would have been, you know, I think a quicker checkmate. But Quiver does a really good job converting. Simplifies, goes here, gives a check while taking a pawn. Now he's putting the king into like a mating net. I mean, Quiver, clinical. It's really clinical way to finish the game. So yeah, that's how the game ended for Quiver. Biggest thing for analyzing this game, skewers, look out for them. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Hopefully it was somewhat insightful. Once again, thank you very much to Quiver for sending this game over, allowing me to review it, allowing me to share the review. And yeah, just overall a really good game. Keep in mind, Quiver's 686, I think, at the time of this game. This was a really, really, really good game for a sub 700 player. Without even looking, I would probably have guessed like 1,000, 1,100. This was a really, really good game. So, aside from the early sacrifice, where was it? Yeah. Aside from this early sacrifice, and maybe missing the skewer right here. I mean, everything was great, honestly. I really think so. So yeah, shout out to Quiver for the really good chess game. Hope you guys learned something from this. Let me know if you guys want me to analyze more games. Let me know if you don't want me to analyze more games. I probably still will, but feedback's always good. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace.